tags because I'm not typing out bullshit, just, you know, I'm not doing it. Another glitch, you know, I changed my hotspot, my network, and I didn't exit the game while I did it. And when I went back into BattleNet, I've had it happen a couple times where I've logged into this game and my characters are just not there. And the first time I freaked out because I had heard like this game has been panned since release because of people getting locked out of their own accounts and shit, which is horrifying just to think of the process that could happen. You know, if I were to log into this game and my characters were just gone, yes, I know. I keep looking over here at the screen, and instead of I'm gonna have to move the camera over there. I think. Um, if that were to happen, it would be horrible. I mean, the problem is I like to look at myself because I'm a handsome dude. I like to look at myself when I'm talking to you guys, like directly. Like when normally I'm just talking, watching, playing the game, but then I go to look at you guys, but I want to see myself because I can't see you guys. But I'm over here and the camera's over there. I just like looking at myself. I mean, look at that guy. I mean, not the guy you want to bring home to mom, but the guy that you want to practice making babies with. Just turned 37 years old on the 2nd. Yes, sir. That's right, 37. Born in 84. You know what that means? My first video game system was an NES. Not even pizza. Like pizza, I love pizza, but like his first system was an N64 or some shit like that. Like, I can't get with people whose first system was an N64 and they're talking about the classics. Like you don't know shit about the classics. His first system was not an N64. It was probably a Super Nintendo. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I can't get with these
Not
young
in town.
millennials that are like, oh,
Good to see you.
You know, I'm an old school gamer. Like, no, you've been gaming since 2000. You know, the ones that were born in the early 2000s are the worst. Like, oh, Final Fantasy X is the best Final Fantasy. Oh, really? Because it was your first? Because it's the word I've played. My first Final Fantasy was the original Final Fantasy. Played them all. Got to 10. I'm like, what is this linear garbage piece of shit that doesn't even have a world map? Like, come on. Get out of here. None of the characters were cool. They were all whack. Titus? Like, who gives a shit about Titus? Sorry. I feel very strongly because there's a strong contingent, that's the word I'm looking for, of people that believe that Final Fantasy X is the best one. And what I found is most of those people are younger and it was their first experience with a Final Fantasy game. That's what I found. Most people that had played Final Fantasy games before that did not find Final Fantasy X. In my opinion, it's probably Jesus, Louises. They definitely buffed. I've noticed that they've definitely buffed the range at which those guys can resurrect. Because I've had them resurrecting. I've had them resurrecting the fallen from like 2 screens away, 3 screens away, and I'm like, in the original D2, they could that would not have been able to resurrect. No Bone Mage unique on this one. Another thing they need to get rid of. This is stupid. Like when I was standing there, if I hadn't moved to the Dark Shaman, I'd have just been swinging forever. That's stupid. She shouldn't swing shit unless there's something there to hit. Also, Blizzard, if you're going to make it so that we're using controllers, which is already rough on a Diablo game, which I've said before, you know, makes you miss and Jesus Christ. You know, but what I was saying is if you're gonna make the controller really work, because that was my problem with the original Diablo on PlayStation. Now I played it on PC, but I tried to play it on PlayStation, and like for the Rogue, I mean, it was almost unplayable. I mean, you really rely on that mouse to be able to click on your target. Whereas now it kind of plays like a Contra. But one thing that would help is if I have a target on my screen, right, and it's highlighted, and I click the X button, my character should auto-path towards my target and start attacking, instead of just standing there swinging at nothing like a fucking idiot.
I am overburdened.
That would help out a lot, Blizzard. Just saying. Just saying. I mean, of course, then people will complain. It's like, my character's moving on its own and it's getting me into trouble.
Yes.
You know. That's going to happen a whole lot
Not in
less
town.
than this. You know what I mean?
The Order welcomes you.
Okay, that's pretty nice. I like that. I've got this saber that I'm gonna eventually use on one of my characters, but I've got to put it in my personal stash for now until I play it. Why is it doing that? I was hitting square to have it. Now it's working. I don't get what was happening there. Mmm. Nah. But it's better in every way except for that 4 energy. Yeah. It's better in every way. My inventory became like this. Basically, I've got all 7 classes are to the point where I've gotten Kane. And I was going to keep doing that staggered, play a class till they defeat, say the Countess, then play another character until that way, when I find stuff, because when I played before, back in the day, way back in the day, late 90s, I would just have like one character that's like beat the game, and then I'd have one character that's in Luco lane and one character and a bunch of characters at the beginning. Well, typically you find the best stuff for a class when you're playing a different class. So like say I'm playing the Sorceress right now. I'm going to find better stuff for the Necromancer on my Sorceress than I would for my Necromancer. So I'm staggering to keeping all my characters close together with each other so that, I can actually use, because it ends up making like, I'm playing on my Barb who's only in Act 1, and I find something really good for the Sorceress that would have worked in Act 1, but my Sorceress is in Act 4 now, and it doesn't need that. Like, I don't know. In my mind, it works out better, but what ends up happening is this, Yeah, one thing I need to do is go on for sure. I haven't been on my Necromancer because that was the one I created for the live streaming. And once I go on with him and sort out what I'm going to use and what I'm not from all of that, that'll clear out a lot of space. But the other thing is this. That's the reason why with my Sorceress, everybody else has just gotten Kane. With my Sorceress, I'm going to go ahead and finish Act 1 and then go through Act 2 and do my Charadric Cube so I can take care of that. Because 3 of these and the Charadric Cube makes 1 of these. So I haven't used any. You want to save your gemstones, your gems, until you get that Charadric Cube. You don't want to use any of them because you're just costing yourself. Like, why would I put a chipped diamond in a weapon when I can, with this, what you're seeing here, I'm going to have at least just a regular emerald. Is there a flawless and then perfect? Or is it just regular and then perfect? I know there's a flawed, like this is flawed. And then there's regular. And then I think there's flawless and then perfect, but I'm not sure. But I'll get rid of this as soon as I get in a Roderick cube. And I'll also get rid of all this. I haven't used any of these rejuvenation potions. Why? Because once again, 3 of these rejuvenation potions upgrade to be the next tier. So there's a method. It might not be great. Anything buffing energy? No. I've replaced them all with things that just buff straight to mana, which kind of is good because 1 energy equals 2 mana. Like this ring right here, or that's where it was, is I replaced an energy ring for a cast rate, but I don't care. That I had like 5 to mana. And then I had a, whatever. You get what I'm saying. I accidentally put an extra point in this that I didn't mean to. I meant to put it in warmth. Why am I only increasing this level? Because my Frozen Orb is what I use, and Frozen Orb gets a boost from Ice Bolt. Because it's the orb, but then it shoots out Ice Bolts. So each of those Ice Bolts it shoots out is going to do 11 to 18 damage. So when I first get Frozen Herb, it'll do 45 to 51 plus 14 damage. Why is there a thing? Oh, I didn't do the Ice Bolt! Sometimes there's stuff in there, but most of the time that's just a useless room. That's just kind of, why is this here?
This place chills me to the bone.
And I switched to my hotspot because the last time I tried to do one of these runs, it was I made it to like Catacombs level 3, and then I lost connection, which is so fucking frustrating. I mean, it's horrible when that happens. Because when I log back into the game, where do I start? At level 1. I think I was on level 2 because I hadn't found there's a waypoint on 2. I'm fairly certain it's 2. Now on this, I don't know if the catacombs have secret rooms. I know the jail, definitely, if you see a room that's like a square, but there's no way to get into it, a lot of times you can go up to the wall and click on it. I found that when I was playing as a young man. Way before the army. But who knows, maybe there will be one on here and you'll be able to see it. Drink of the water. See if my vapes want to work. They say 150 puffs. They don't. The fucking you can't charge these things, and the battery starts dying after like 50 puffs. I will not be buying these things again. What are they? They're just flavored vapes. It's just like smoking a cigarette, but it's flavored. I can't do none of the like THC or CBD or any of that because I'm a truck driver. I get drug tested. Oh yeah, see that one's dead even before I try. There's still liquid in there, it's just the battery. You flagged yourself, fool. Why am I lagging? Like, see this room. In the jail, rooms like this, you would have been able to get into. There would have been like chests and shit in there. Fucking lag? I mean, starting to get on my nerves with this bullshit. Why does it have to be fucking 70 degrees exactly? If it was 71, my truck wouldn't shut off. But because it's 70, my truck shuts off.
Now, here in a couple months, when I'm leasing my own truck, I won't lease it if it's got an auto shut-off. No idle shut-off. We want to save gas. No. Damn them motherfuckers. I mean, granted, I keep forgetting my frozen shield, but...
I am overburdened.
I always forget that frozen shield. I think on the original there was a way where you could see your buffs up here in the corner. I know you could on World of Warcraft.
Good morning.
And that would be so nice, because honestly, I never realize when it ends.
Good morning.
And I know what you're saying. But Jeremy, you never initiated when you jumped into this game. True, I never did initiate it, because I'm not in the habit of initiating it. Because I don't have that notification letting me know when it ends. If I had that notification, I'd be in the habit, like, oh, I don't see it up there, so I need to, you know what I'm saying. Oh, yeah. We're gonna keep that bad boy. I just don't see. Yeah, I don't see it. For when, and I guess I should say if I ever play public games on here. I mean, it's not like playing on the computer where you had a list of public games you could choose from, or you could title your name, or you could specifically, because you notice I'm putting, when I tried that public game earlier, I put it on, I'm looking for a game before you get caned. I pop into the game and I'm in my regular. I guess what it does is if I can't find a game that meets that criteria, it just starts a public game where I'm at. Either way, I mean, go fuck yourself. Lisa's over there fucking them up. Retreat.
I need mana.
Those things used to be super annoying. Those misshapens or whatever the fuck they are. Because every once in a while they would do this thing where they would bug out and just spam that ball attack, and like they can cast it faster, about as fast as one of those. It's basically like one of those fallen rogues. How the bow ones are the most dangerous ones, because their attacks are so quick. If you run into a mob of them, and there's a unique there, they can fucking kill you just super fast, because their attack, I mean, you're just standing there taking hits. You know, you don't recover from fast enough. Well, the Mishapens aren't supposed to be that bad, but every once in a while they would get bugged out and just spam that, and
I am overburdened.
it's super fucking fast. Kind of like on
Good
Diablo
day.
1. The succubuses actually had a ranged attack that was kind of like that. And if you got a room full of them and they're all launching those ranged attacks at you, it could be pretty painful to deal with. These were introduced with the Path of Destruction or whatever, and I like them, but like these, they just take up so much space. Look how much inventory I'm using up for just these stuff. Now once I get the Herodic Cube, that becomes better, because unless they change the Herodic Cube, which I hope they fucking did not. The goal of a remaster is to remake the game, not make huge fucking changes to the game, but I wouldn't put it past them. Like, you can use the Herodic Cube as like an extra 8 or 9 or 10 spaces of inventory. Of course, you gotta take all that shit back out when you want to use the cube. I mean, I think Diablo 3 would have been a lot more successful if they would have added the Herodic Cube. I think that was the biggest thing that probably pissed people off, and they didn't want to admit that it was like that. People probably haven't even mentioned it, but that's one of the major features of Diablo 2 that everybody loved and took advantage of, was having that Herodic Cube, where you also not only did you have the cube functions, which upgrading your gemstones, and upgrading your potions and getting putting in item combinations and creating items. But it also, I mean, the biggest exploit was it was just more inventory space. You could stuff stuff in there. I hate when it doesn't show the fucking door. You gotta go to one of these corners to put the stairwell in there. Ooh, enemy tag. Jeremy, those were definitely in the original. Yeah. It's new. I wasn't expecting to start seeing the stairs down already. Well, if I was doing a run of this, I'd be doing great. Now, granted, you know, would have started on this level, but I'm not doing a run, and I want to try and do full clears at least the first time through. Tainted love. I'd say for the first playthrough, like normal difficulty, the sorceress is one of the better ones. And even at higher difficulties, she's really good with her frozen orb. The problem with like nightmare and hell difficulties is you start getting creatures that are specifically immune or absorb a certain element. And if you know anything about this game, you know, when you're building your character, it's very hard to Like you're not going to want to put a little bit of points in everything. You're going to want to have max points in a few select things. Like, obviously with this character, she's going frozen orbs. Well, when I'm playing health difficulty, I'm going to enter into whole areas where the animal, everybody there is immune to ice. Well, then my character is basically useless. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem. Like, barbs and paladins are probably the easiest because they don't rely on any specific element.
I am overburdened.
I know I should have 3 gems that had fallen. Right? Let's just do a quick run back through and see what we see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. And if that's the case, a whoopsie daisy. Okay, I'm thinking I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. Oh, well, hell. Jesus. Okay then. Just in case, that might be a secret room. Dude, I was inside the fucking thing. And then up there is gonna be my thingamabobber, so I just go up to that. At least it should.
enough mana.
See how he's just kind of sitting over there spamming me with that shit?
I can't carry anymore.
There it is. The rogue and compliment. Let's go over here to Deckard.
Hello.
Yes?
We're getting there. Almost a full screen. Bump, bump.
I am overburdened.
Down to the next floor. There we go. So stupid. Is that?
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, I'm gonna smoke another cigarette, even though I know I probably just smoked one. But starting to get hungry.
Good evening.
Hello.
Gray form.
I'll put that to good use.
Bump, bump. Well, I'm gonna have to start beefing up my... we'll put that back. But this... that would go good on my... yeah, we'll go ahead and take that and sort of sell it. I was carrying that for so long just specifically because of warmth, but I'm not that worried about it. Oh yeah, we're up to 71 degrees. It's my life, and it's now or never. kind of rare. Jesus, this is one long fucking hallway. Why am I lagging? See, with that, I wasn't sure if I was lagging or if it was glitching because I was stuck on whatever this item is in the floor, and it was like, you're trying to run through it, but you can't.
I can't carry anymore.
Hello.
I can actually lean back because now that it's 71 degrees, I don't have to sit there and like keep hitting the stick to push my brake
Good day.
pedal to end the auto shut off. For a club of worth, it wasn't really worth a whole lot. I can't remember. People used to love those crystal swords. Something to do with the gems, but I don't remember exactly. Like. able to go into this room. But on this, not so much. I was gonna say, carrying it, get its benefits, but hell. Okay, that was lag. In there.
I need mana.
Oh shit. The dreaded lightning enchantment. Nada. Fucking thing. So does it not give me my life drain when I use a spell? collecting some keys around this motherfucker.
Good to see you.
Greetings.
More defense. And that poison length is about to become really important for me. Because
What you
Endoro's
need?
got some nasty fucking poison. Nope, doesn't affect her. I'll hang on to that one for now. Lisa, why didn't you run?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Really? There's no way to just, like, type in a number? I would have had to literally go through all of them. What's that from? Join my army of the dead.
Stay a while and listen.
Hello.
I thought it was her that said that.
The Sisterhood welcomes you.
The evil queen has fallen.
What? Aunt Lisa died somehow? I hope I didn't just make a mistake. Okay.
This is a great victory indeed, but many more battles await. I will accompany you on your journey, lending what assistance I can. Remember, Diablo is still out there, seeking something in the desert. I'm afraid that this nightmare will not end until you find what it is that he seeks.
D's not. Oh.
Yes?
And Dariel's death brings about renewed life for us all. We mourn the loss of our dear sisters, but at least now we can get on with our lives. I may have misjudged you, Outlander. You are a true hero, and testament to the noble spirit which has inspired our order for generations. Farewell, my friend.
Fare thee well. I might be wasting my money here. As you know, I'm gonna get me a paladin as soon as I get to...
Good day.
Mr. Moneybags. Loot go in. I don't remember this being that open like that. I feel like they're glitching out and disappearing. Anybody else feel that? That's fucking nice. Way better than that. It's doing that thing again. Where I hold down square to move to my thing, and instead of
Finally, we may
you know,
rejoice.
putting it in
We
there,
owe you a debt we can
it
never
picks
repay.
it up.
I only hope that in time we will be able to rebuild our order. All our thanks go with you, my friend.
Now, if the game were accurate, they would move immediately into the monastery and start cleaning up. But then you wouldn't be able to come back to Act 1 and do runs, so... Might as well talk to Tarsi and see if she says
Yes?
something.
You'll probably go east now. It was good to know you. I hope you'll come back if you ever need anything.
Oh, I will, Tarsi. Sexy thing.
Hello. I'm gonna party like it's $9.99.
There is no cow level. Cool, that just stays there? Sweet. Case of DC. I picked it up. Yeah, see, that fallen one was reviving them all the way back here. Makes no sense.
Stay a while and listen. Good day.
I'm gonna sell you. Put you in here.
The Order welcomes you.
The caravan is prepared. We may now journey eastward to Loot Golain.
Go east, bitch.
We traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him.
Yes, the burden was that in
Traveled for
Diablo
an
3 they were going to
eternity
retcon
across
him
that
to be
barren
Aiden.
wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Loot Golain, with a great sea beyond. We made camp that last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within a tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
But their attempts didn't fail. I mean, before the events of Diablo 1,
This is my brother.
Diablo's soulstone wasn't kept within a vessel, it was just kept in a tomb. Unless I'm missing some
we
lore.
walked over the hill toward Loot Golain. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
Clearly, Baal was in the soulstone, so their attempts didn't fail. I don't know. I don't believe there was a vessel for Diablo because he wanted a vessel. That's why he went for
Good day.
King King whatever his name is, and then he ended up taking Albrecht as his vessel.
Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Loot Golain, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city. I am glad to know that once again, caravans are free to travel through the Western Pass. For some time now, we have been under siege by an evil power that I cannot identify. Strange, It all began when a dark wanderer came this way, looking for the tomb of Tal Rasha. No one knows exactly where Tal Rasha, keeper of Baal, is entombed, but it is certain to be far out in the desert. Now my people whisper tales of the dead rising from their tombs, and horrible creatures lurking amongst the moonlit dunes. Even I have witnessed things which I cannot explain. I've ordered the port closed and all trade ships moored until I am sure that my city is safe. Atma, the tavern keeper, has an important mission for you. Go see her immediately. You'll find her on the other side of town. Now I must return to the palace. I apologize, but I can't invite you in. Things are rather a mess right now.
Now that Andariel is dead, I can return and outfit the rogues properly. Once I've made some trades here, I'll be free to head back to their monastery. Let me know if you want to travel along.
But he doesn't go back to the
Halt.
palace.
You may not pass. You may not pass.
I'll go right. Oh, you son of a bitch.
How do I know I can trust you, hmm? You may be as shifty as that pack rat Elzix who runs the inn. But if you need a potion, though, I suppose I can make you one. For a price, of course. Hello.
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Koras Temple many years ago.
Good day.
You look like a sturdy adventurer. You know, I used to be quite the scoundrel in my day. I led the fiercest group of bandits who ever terrorized these sands. Nowadays, I run this here inn and pretty much stay out of trouble. My days of adventuring are behind me.
I thought he was going to say, I was a great adventurer until I took an arrow to the knee.
Not in town.
I bet you wonder how this town manages to stay safe with all the trouble going on out in the desert. Well, I can tell you that it's got nothing to do with the local town guards. They're all in the palace for some reason. Jaren hired me and my mercenaries to help keep the peace around here.
That's weird. He's usually down there by the cape. I guess they moved him. Oh no, that's Drognum.
Welcome, young sorceress, to Lut Gholein. I hope your skills are a match for the horrors that lie beyond the city's walls. A mage of your limited experience may find the evil too great to withstand alone. My name is Drognan, and I know what you're up against, my friend. You ought to look up.
Yeah. Teleport's gonna be all but useless on this without a mouse.
Not in town.
I don't know why you people keep pestering me. Grays seems to have this place locked down nice and tight. Not that I couldn't have done the same. I've proven my valor in combat plenty of times. There are some ancient tombs out there in the desert. You have to go pretty far to find them, though. Rumor has it that they are crawling with walking corpses now. Shit. As if the saber cats and claw vipers weren't bad enough.
Greetings. I'm Mashif, captain of this ship here. I make port runs around the Twin Seas and occasionally out to Kingsport in Westmarch. I haven't sailed anywhere lately, though. Jaren has ordered me to stay docked here in case of emergency. The Lady Farah has a proud, noble air about her.
That's gossip.
I don't expect this of you, but if you want to help me, I would be grateful.
In the sewers below our city, there lurks a horrid creature that hungers for human flesh. The creature has killed many, including my son and my husband. If you destroy it, I will reward you. Please, be careful, though. That beast has taken enough from us already. The sewer entrance is through the trapdoor, just up the street.
Well. I don't remember that trap door barrack being there. But you never know. Not what I meant to do. That was painful. I wasted a healing potion.
Need some help?
Level 17. Where is he at? see what happens when I...
Hello again, Outlander. Word of your great exploits in the East has reached us, even here.
Oh, I would have unequipped her. Well, now I know. Now I niggity know. I was so unaware that it worked like that.
Ja, ik zit sneaker här upp singen min då.
This way goes to the sewers too. Yeah. Alright, let's take a break. Maybe when I come back, I'll either play this or I'll continue with my Resident Evil series. Yeah. Oh, he hasn't even gotten Kane yet. Let's, nice. Alright, okay.